Let me begin with a statement grounded not in opinion, but in evidence. Some of the most effective national leadership outcomes in modern history have come from women. Not occasionally, not symbolically, but consistently, across crises, across systems, across cultures. From pandemic response to governance integrity to long-term societal investment, the data reveals a pattern that is both clear and uncomfortable. So the real question is not, can women lead nations effectively? That question has already been answered. The real question is, why are we still designing systems that underutilize one of the most effective leadership assets available? Welcome to the Clarity Mandate podcast. I'm Dr. Vivian Atud. This is where we go beyond surface conversations and bring clarity to leadership, systems, and transformation. Today's episode is both analytical and necessary. We are examining female leadership, not through ideology, not through advocacy, but through data, systems thinking, and performance outcomes. Because in a world facing economic volatility, governance challenges, increasing complexity, leadership is not a symbolic role, it is a performance function. And when performance is the metric, we must follow the evidence. Let's ground this in reality. Globally, women remain significantly underrepresented in national leadership. As of recent global data, less than 15% of heads of state or government are women. In many regions, including parts of Africa, representation is even lower. Now pause and consider that. In a world where women make up roughly 50% of the population, participate across sectors, and contribute significantly to economic activity, leadership representation does not reflect capacity. It reflects structural design. Now contrast that with performance indicators. During the COVID-19 pandemic, multiple analyses, including those from the IMF, Harvard Research, and Global Policy Institutes, observed a consistent pattern. Countries led by women, such as New Zealand under Jacinda Ardern, Germany under Angela Merkel, and Finland under Sanna Marin, demonstrated faster response times and lower mortality rates. They showed higher public trust and clearer communication strategies. Now, to be precise, correlation does not equal causation, but when patterns repeat across contexts, they demand explanation. Point 1. Leadership effectiveness is a function of decision architecture. Let's elevate the conversation. Leadership is not about personality. It is about decision architecture, the ability to process complexity, integrate information, make timely, high-quality decisions. Research in behavioral science and leadership studies shows that effective decision makers tend to seek diverse input, avoid overconfidence bias, evaluate long-term consequences. Studies suggest that female leaders, on average, demonstrate higher collaborative decision-making, greater risk awareness, not risk aversion, more inclusive problem framing. These are not soft traits. They are high-performance decision mechanisms. Point 2. Governance outcomes reflect leadership priorities. Let's move from behavior to outcomes. World Bank and UN research consistently show that higher female representation in governance correlates with lower corruption levels, greater transparency, increased investment in education and healthcare. Now, why does this matter? Because these are not peripheral issues. They are the foundations of long-term national development. Education drives human capital. Healthcare drives productivity. Transparency drives institutional trust. So when leadership prioritizes these areas, it is not just governance, it is nation building. Point 3. Crisis leadership reveals cognitive discipline. Crisis is the ultimate leadership test. It removes preparation, predictability, comfort. What remains is judgment, clarity, execution. During global crises, many female leaders demonstrated early decisive action, high communication clarity, empathy combined with firmness. Now, let's be clear, empathy is often misunderstood. In leadership, empathy is not softness. It is situational awareness, the ability to understand human behavior, social response, systemic impact, and integrate that into decision-making. That is strategic intelligence. Point 4, structural barriers, not capability gaps. Explain underrepresentation. Now we address the core issue. The data does not point to a capability gap. It points to a system design problem. Barriers include political gatekeeping, cultural bias, limited access to leadership pipelines, structural exclusion from decision-making spaces. This is not just a fairness issue, it is a performance issue, because when systems restrict access, they restrict the quality of leadership outcomes. Point 5. Africa's strategic opportunity, redefining leadership models. Now let's bring this into the African context. Africa is at a unique moment: rapid population growth, increasing economic potential, expanding leadership demands. This is not just a challenge, it is a strategic inflection point. Africa has the opportunity to redesign leadership pipelines, integrate diversity intentionally, build governance systems aligned with performance, not tradition. And here is the key insight: emerging systems have more flexibility than established ones, which means Africa can leapfrog outdated leadership models, build more inclusive, high-performance systems. Section 5, the provocation. Let me say this directly. When leadership systems exclude capable individuals, the system itself becomes inefficient, not morally, functionally. Because leadership is not about representation for its own sake, it is about results. And if data shows that diverse leadership improves outcomes, then failing to act on that data is not neutrality, it is strategic negligence. Section 6, solutions, strategic path forward. So what must be done? Not theoretically, but structurally. 1. Redesign leadership pipelines. Early leadership development must begin in education systems, in mentorship structures, in institutional pathways. Talent must be identified and developed, not assumed. 3. Build institutional support systems. Leadership does not operate in isolation. Systems must support decision-making, sustainability, execution. 2. Shift from identity-based to performance-based leadership selection. Not quotas alone, not optics, but competence, track record, decision-making ability. 4. Normalize diverse leadership narratives. What people see shapes what they believe is possible. Narratives matter. Faith-aligned insight. There is a principle here. Leadership is stewardship. And stewardship is not defined by gender, background, but by responsibility, wisdom, execution. Section 7. Closing thought. Final challenge. Let me leave you with this. The future of leadership will not be decided by tradition. It will be decided by performance. And the data is already pointing in a direction we cannot ignore. So the question is no longer, can women lead effectively? The question is, can we afford to ignore leadership capacity wherever it exists? Because when leadership improves, everything improves. Section 8, outro and call to action. Thank you for listening to the Clarity Mandate podcast. If this expanded your thinking, share it. If it challenged you, subscribe. Visit claritymandate.com. Explore the books, join the movement, and I will see you in the next episode, where we continue to bring clarity to leadership and transformation.